Play Minesweeper. Let me fix my hat. My crown is breaking. Oh. Sweeping those mines. Okay, so there's a free there. Anywhere could have bombs. Like there. Which wasn't even part of the free. I'm not even playing the game by the rules. I'll do better. I'll do better. Do, do, do. This one'll do. No, it didn't. There's 90 bombs. What is the thing doing? Why is it going in circles? Is that the time? On 12 seconds, my best is 30. But that wasn't this one, that was the easiest possible one. 87 more bombs to find. 86. Oh. Oh. Yes. Oh, nope, 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 yes. Okay, flag. No flags around now. So we're safe there, safe here. And there we are safe. But here we are not safe. Time for a flag. No flag. No flag. No flag. 1, 2, 3. That means you're safe. If we're playing by logical rules, we screwed up. We really messed up. This was not how it works. I've got an idea. A dumb idea. Okay, what's your idea? Well, you're not a very good puppeteer, so why are you trying this for? Well, because I couldn't see from down there. What do you mean you couldn't see? Well, this is great. You're not a good enough puppeteer to pull us off. See, your whole mouth is moving. In fact, you're trying to make it that obvious. It's more obvious when you've moved your whole mouth. I don't think so. It's very much clearer. Opening half your mouth like this is a lot more opening. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It seems like you're not talking when you're meant to be really talking as you, not me. I don't know what you mean. See, how much your mouth opens when it's me compared to yourself? Look at yourself. Hello? Look at me! Even your eyebrows go up. Yeah, but that's normal. No! See how much more obvious it is when it's just you? This is pretty subtle. You're saying? Yeah! And you're saying that when I open my free, it's really obvious? Yes! So let's play. Come on. It's a small camera. We need to get closer. No, we don't. Okay, so you gonna get at Minesweeper? No, because you suck at Minesweeper, and I'm just you. This is already too meta and boring. Yeah, it's not meta enough yet. You're acknowledging the fact that I'm the puppeteer. You think that's meta? No, of course you don't. Yeah, this is pretty on meta. So, Harv, what's your strategy? Yes. But there's flags for a reason. Use the flag. I don't have the attention ability to play this game because I get really distracted by the flags and I can't finish. Then why are we playing? Because I need to have one hand inside you. Oh. Yeah. So if I was playing any other game I have downloaded, I couldn't also puppet at the same time. But I'm also terrible at Minesweeper because I don't have the attention span for it. See, I get really bored and really distracted by the flags, so I can't do this for 90 seconds, 90 flags straight. So it's less that I just keep not being able to pay attention for long enough, and I keep getting distracted by this game, and I can't stay focused long enough to do it. See, look, I can. This is, and then okay. So, see, I was just pressing buttons. Yeah, you're pretty shitty at this game. I know. But if you put your face here, it's less obvious and the camera can block that off. You really think this is a bit more subtle? Yeah, look! Now the microphone's sort of blocking it. I guess. No, if I stand here, I completely block you. No, it's not obvious at all. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, we found it! The least obvious angle we can do! Yes, this looks really subtle. Real subtle! We should do the whole stream like this. Yes, I'm sure this looks great. I know it does! But we're streaming until you succeed, so pay attention! So, what have you did this week? I was hiding underneath a bed. Why? Could you put me there? Yeah. I lost track of you. I was under the bed where you put me last. That is a bomb. We're not looking for those. Are you purposely failing this game? No, I just can't focus properly. I think you're doing this on purpose. Stop eating my face, but you clearly want this to happen. Yeah, clearly that's what I want to happen. Yeah, you're literally, yeah. You also can't. We gotta do that last. Yeah. Yeah, there's where the camera can go. Yeah, I guess it can go here. See? Now we can see all of the game. Yes, but my mouth keeps getting covered by the microphone. We can just move down. Yeah, see? It doesn't even have to be in frame. Why do you want the microphone in frame so much? Do you think it looks professional? But it does not! Sideways, I look best! Really? Think you're the best sideways? Yes! It's clearly the best angle. See, you failed! Stop talking to me and play the game! Also, stop Kermit the Frogging me! What do you mean Kermit the Frogging? Look! You make me have my mouth wide and shake! That's the Kermit the Frog thing. Also, keep my voice consistent! It changes so much. You used to have King Bob's voice down here. Used to be an old man's voice that you can't even do anymore. Hello, I'm King Bob. I'm King Bob. King Bob. You need to figure out a voice and keep it, but not this one. It's so annoying. Ah, jeez, this one's just Morty. You can't use that voice. It's taken. This one's basically Jerry Seinfeld in your own head, but it probably doesn't sound like it in real life. It's actually really bad at impressions, but in your own head, you hear it perfectly. Yeah. Bomb! You can't read numbers right. This isn't even 10 minutes yet and you're already bored. You're already losing control. This puppet clearly wasn't the smartest idea. What happened there? I don't actually know. I was kind of lost focus. That was streaming. I kind of just looked away for a second. You need to remember you're doing this. Yeah, I know. You need to talk. Yes, I know. You never shut up. Yeah, but now you're meant to talk. You're not talking. Yeah, I know. I know. Then talk more. I'm doing all the work. But you literally said earlier that I'm you. No, 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 no. You're me. You can't just only use me to talk. In fact, I'm going to leave for a minute. And you have to do all the talking. You went to sleep. No, your hand just got sore. So you took it out of me hoping that it looks like I went to sleep. But then you started talking using me anyway. You think this is a good idea? You're not even using me as a puppet anymore. Oh no, it's fallen. There we go. This is clearly a bad way to do it, because you arranged it all for the other hand. You see? All in this hand. There we go. What was that about? Did you have an itch? Yes. So that's why you're doing it earlier. Actually, no. What do you mean, no? So once it's the same action for itch and no itches? Yeah. That doesn't make logical sense. You're not even opening my mouth properly anymore. Yeah, I just first put my thumb in there. You forgot. Do you even know how this game works? Yes. Then play it flipping better. No, go towards. No, the flags will be there. You see the ones? Use them. Use them. Don't just guess. You're not going to get that lucky. Put the flags on. Now this one's safe. No, you're going to do it right. You suck at this game. Why are we playing this game? What are you doing now? I'm going live on Instagram. Why? Hopefully someone joins the live who's actually good at this game, and then they also decide that they're willing to join, that they're willing to talk on stream, because so then we can, get them to help us out in the game. Because you can't focus? Yep. You think this is a smarter idea than you just, focusing like a human being? Yes. Well, it's not. It's not. Also, this is your private account. People don't join this one. It has to tell them, and even then they'll ignore it. Because this stream's never interesting. It's always just you quiet, saying nothing, or on a bus. And now it's you having a breakdown with a flipping puppet. You are literally having an emotional mental breakdown while holding a puppet. I'm not having a breakdown. Yes, you are! Look, there's two in the corner. Put the flags down. Put a flag. Now press the button. Again. 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 There we go. Now the flags can go here and here. And that means this one's safe. That's free, so these two aren't. Which means these two are. No! You were doing slightly better than usual. Slightly. Better than usual. Not even much better, just slightly better. How's your plan going of getting people to join this terrible stream on their phone and then hope that they can play Minesweeper? So then you turn the stream camera around, maybe? I don't know what the plan is for that one, but I can't play Minesweeper, and we can't leave the stream till we win Minesweeper. Because you can't focus. Look, this is not a way to play. You're just guessing. See, that was always going to happen. Always gonna happen. I know you have to start by guessing, but then you actually, when you get a big one, you're meant to use the flags you've opened up. See? You're getting unlucky right now, but as soon as a big thing opens up, you're meant to use the big thing that's opened up. That one's not on you as much as the rest are. You're working on one side of your face more than the other. A lot more. It's obvious. No, you're just opening your whole mouth. You're not even trying to hide it. At least try. There's clearly a bomb there. So this will just be fine. No, you got it wrong. Wrong. Oh, so there's one bomb. No, you got a big gap now. So of course you'll ignore it. Yeah, just go to the corners. Yeah, that's a good strategy. Hope that somehow magically each corner has something you can guess. Oh wow, what a good strategy this is. Not at all dumb as hell. You're gonna get so lucky, this is not gonna work more than 3 more times. Okay, one. No! You didn't use the brain! You go away. I'll do better without you. Okay, so I'm just doing what you would do anyway. Because even though I'm a puppet, I'm still you. I'm still using your brain. It does not work for Minesweeper. Get the phone over. The phone can focus on what you're doing, I guess. And then the stream will be me. That's certainly a way to do it. Yes, it's how we're doing it. So you're not getting the entire picture either way. The menus if you can change the controls, because that's clearly bugging you. No, out! Quit! Settings? No, but you can make the language Japanese! Look how much more simple this game will be now! No, it's in Japanese! It really makes no difference. 1. Okay, now use your brain. Don't just keep guessing. Now keep yourself focused long enough to win the game, please. Come on, keep yourself focused. A bit longer. Just long enough to win. There we go. No! Have you ever won the big one? Come back on camera and answer me. You ever won the big one? No. Then why are we playing for the first time on stream? Oh, it'll take longer. You're damn right it'll take longer. You suck at it. And now you're just using me as a hand. You think this is easier? No, he lost. Right, this time we're gonna focus. Actually focus, come on now. Right. Okay, so back to the stream. Okay, so I'm gonna put the puppet down for a minute. But don't worry, having your hand inside it doesn't make a difference to you using me as a puppet. I know, we broke the meta rules of puppetry already, but clearly you can't focus on two things at once. Having your hand in a flipping puppet and playing the game. What even is that white thing there? What is that? Seriously. You found it. Your dog is staring at you. Bailey, Flash is sleeping next door. No! This is not how you play the game. This is not how you play. This is also not how you puppet. This is the dumbest thing you've done in a while. Oh no! The first try was a failure. Try and get a friend. Are any of your friends online and ready to flipping help? No! Right, let's restart. Okay, let's play this logically. Oh no. Need to... You're back on your head! You're so easily distracted. I'm responding to a message now, so we just lost track of this. 1 second. And just mute that for now. And we're back. Let's put the hand back in the puppet. Hello, you're mine! Instantly! Can't do this. Everything's stuck in this game. How does my brain work? Puppet leaks back on the shoulder. You know, you works better you being on the head. Because, yeah, that's what looks the most like you're actually being used as a puppet. Okay, so let's focus back on the game. No, that's not fair. Don't throw the puppet away. This is a puppet stream. There we go. Now the puppet's being used. It's not the puppet poking out from in my side. Yeah, this is the most natural way to do it. I'm just not wanting to look anymore. You're doing so bad. Just be really dumb about this now. Now this time, let's try this with a little less pressure. Pressure. Let's try this time. Okay, so that's not a bad one. Oh. 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 No, I also hate this. My God. I didn't use the camera that way. There we go. The stream has been half me losing my mind to try and work out puppetry. Half of it is just finding the camera angle that I'm fine with keeping for a while. There we go. Okay. Let's try and focus again. Okay, so breathe. Just breathe. Remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. Okay, so that one goes there. Put that there. Okay, this one could be, no, it can be more. The one's there. This one's one, this one's be two. There we go. Quickly. The quicker you do this, the faster my brain still does work for. So I realize now is if I do this really fast, my brain will work longer. My brain can't focus for long. It feels like right now, but if I'm doing it really fast, we're trying to think my brain's working better. This must be two, so that must be that one. This must be one, so that can be that one. Okay, so this must be three, so don't know that one yet. But two could be anything. Two, there's one, two there, so this is blank. This is blank. Okay, so this is three. This must be this one. Okay, so four. There's a three here. So 1, 2, 3. There's four touching that now. So wait, there's not more than four touching that. 3, 4. Yeah, that works. Two, there's no one touching you, so it could be anything in here. One, so there's one there. This must be blank. This must be attached. This one can be nothing. No! It's doing so well. So well. So well. Okay, so it'd be a bit quieter now because I'm touching the microphone with my face, basically. Damn it. We failed. Me and my puppet failed. Or now I just put the microphone out of the frame because that was so much more harder to fit in. The also lighting's terrible because there's stuns coming from me from the left. Okay, so come on. Bomb, of course. Of course, there's a bomb there. Why wouldn't there be a bomb there? Right, let's focus more this time. Come on. Come on, Jess. Okay, there we go. Some randoms. Okay, so pay attention. Time. Use your brain. Okay, so this is one there. So this is blank, 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 blank. Okay, so these are blanks. 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 There you go. Okay, talk out loud. Go back to talking out loud. Can't do it in your brain. It's not working. Inside your brain's not working, Jess. Talk out loud. Okay, free, that doesn't help anything. How long will it let them break for? I wonder how broken they can get. Okay, that's if they can all break away. Alright, so come on. Come on, work. Unhelpful. Close your eyes for a little bit. Okay. Okay, press it 8 times and open your eyes. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good. So here we go. How are you doing up there, puppet? I'm doing well! Clearly! You don't need your hands on a puppet to count as puppetry! This is totally fine! Totally fine. Puppet, you're the only thing on frame now. Okay, so let's just leave the. Hello? As you can see, I'm just a puppet. Hello? There's no person here anymore. Just me, the puppet. I was hurting Jess's breathing too much. Oh, my chest is starting to hurt. Look, I'm getting a little chest pain. I'm gonna lie down. Let me just pop it again. I was brought in as an alternative to just having to use. Just as bitch, I was brought in as an alternative. Now I'm the focus again. Oh no, Paul! I dropped the puppet. There we go. Back in frame for the puppet. There we go. I regret clicking on flipping Minesweeper. Ooh. Got no idea that it'll really help this stream out. There we go. Just how this looks. Right. Let's try this again. Try this again. Puppet. This puppet, you live by the microphone, okay? You suck! You suck at this game! You really suck at this game, okay? Now at least you're getting more subtle with the poetry, but it doesn't sound right anymore. Oh no! You can't open it off a little bit, but you think like this it's less obvious. Oh, you can open your mouth a lot more to get my voice. Yeah. Okay. Actually, not the worst we've gotten so far, look-wise. Okay, so use your brain. Come on. Back to the shoulder one. So let's just change the camera a little bit. Just a little second break from Minesweeper. Okay, there we go. Back in frame. Move the mic over. There we go. So that means you're fine, you're not fine, you're not fine, you're fine. Breathe, Jess. Breathe. In. Alright, come on. Alright, let's go over here where it's safer. 1. I'll be decision 2, so you're in decision 1. Okay, so, oh, here we go. Let's do this one. Let's go with that. 1. Let's go back to the chaos of when I was using the puppet as a puppet again. Hello! Okay! Only 89 more to go! One. No, it's not one. It's not there. No, it won't can't be there either. Maybe if it was a less stressful game, you'd be doing better mentally. I assume so. Do you think everyone hates Minesweeper this much? No. Yeah. Unlikely and also so bad at it. Thanks for that. You're welcome. How long have you done this for? Nearly an hour now. We're no closer to winning this. Back to Minesweeper. Okay, so there's two, there's one there, so this is blank, this is blank, 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 blank. And so go there, one, 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 two, two. Okay, one's there, so blue. You have to be one here, has to be one here, so none there. Okay, so one here. Okay, so okay, remember to breathe. You're not doing the worst thing you've ever done in this game. Two. Okay, so this one has to be here, so this is two, so it has to be this one. So it's three, so it has to be this one, so it means these two can. I can't count. Whereas the other issue for Minesweeper is I can't count properly. Minesweeper has a lot of issues when you try to play it, which includes counting. Okay, let's just random it for a little. Let's just do a random thing again. Okay, so start in the top corner. Okay. Okay, start there and more from here. Okay. So every move we make, as soon as we get a good amount, should be logical. We need a big square of freedom. And I think here we'll have the big square we need. Yes, there we go. So, one with miniature blank and miniature blank. Okay, so let's do the obvious ones first. Okay, so you're also fine, which means nothing else for now. Okay, so this is you're fine, which means you're open, which means you're fine, which means you're fine. which means you're fine. Okay, so this goes here, this goes here. 1, 1. Yeah, 1, 1, 1. There we go. You have to be fine, which means you're not fine, which means you're fine, which means you're fine. 3 has to be you. 3, which already happens at you. Okay, so let's do this again. Oh, come on. Okay, Jeff, you need to get better at this game so you can quit playing the game. Okay. There was no way to work that out logically. And I'm getting quieter and quieter, so I'm trying to focus more, which is not really what you should do on stream, but I really regret starting to play this game on stream because I Really turns out I really hate this game passionately now. Come on. Damn it, you kept pressing buttons too fast to even realize what was happening. We have to win this big one. And we can do this. I believe in us. Right, so we're not doing too bad at this time. There's Remy print ones we got free. Honestly, quite a bit. Okay, back to playing. Okay. You haven't used my voice in a while! Yes, I know this. Then use me! Not leave the stream! Leave! Put your hand in me, obviously, and I'll take the focus again. I'm back. Click it on mute, and you feel it instantly. Not like you've been doing better. With your comb over hair. We all know this is a comb over. Comb over. So it's interesting to think about is Commander Cody. So now we're going to focus on something, talk about something that's not really this game, and that'll be Commander Cody, and why I'm obsessed with Commander Cody. So Commander Cody, pretend you don't know what Commander Cody is. Commander Cody is a clone from Star Wars. Just fix the hair again. Commander Cody is a clone from Star Wars. Let's get back in frame because this is all about you today, apparently. What do you mean, apparently? It is. I'll talk about Commander Cody. Commander Cody is from the Clone Wars. For episode 3, they're one of their bigger roles. They're limiting the Clone Wars because they're going to hurt evil. That's why they kind of limited their screen time in that show. Okay? So basically, Commander Cody and the clones from Star Wars are really interesting to me because, they are they're clones based on this Jango Fett. And so they build up their own unique personalities, their own likes, their own dislikes, basically become their own people. But then, episode 3, The Emperor presses a button, not a button, but and there's a code, much codes, the code's thing called Order 66, which when it goes off means that that means all clones will turn evil and kill the Jedi instantly without thinking about it. It's basically an override switch for everything. And like when you first watch episode 3, it's sad, but you're not really attached to the clones because episode 1, the clones even appear in it. Yeah, I don't think there's even a single clone episode 1, if I remember correctly. But episode 2, the clones are in it, but they're kind of background characters. Episode 3, they're not really given personalities of any clones. Like, you've met Cody and you know his name, but you don't really know that much about him. And so it's not as sad from the movies. But when you watch the Clone Wars TV show, the main characters kind of are the Jedi and also the clones. So it's all about the clones episodes, it's all about the Jedi's. More often than not, they mix like some Jedi's with some clones, and it's kind of a mixture of both for the focus. But really, it really brings out the clones' personalities more, and lets you get to know them, and really makes Star Wars even sadder because now you know the clones have their own personalities, and they didn't just turn evil for the sake of turning evil. They were forced to turn evil because of Order 66 and their programming. So it means that every single clone in Star Wars had their own person. They were actually good, and they actually had their own personalities. And in one single moment, they were all wiped out, basically. Because every clone personality was gone. Everything that made the clones who they are was gone in an instant. And so they all turned into actual clones. So they all stopped being clones and started being robots. Which is really interesting because the whole Star Wars whole thing is battling the robots. So it's really them battling the droids. And after this button, the button's pressed for 66, they all kind of turn into droids themselves. And so it's really interesting, like this parallel of it being the battle was droids versus clones, and then when the button's pressed, it really becomes clones turning into droids as well. And what's really interesting is the idea of this is like, can you turn back who they were? And while the Rebels really introduces this more, and we're watching Commander Cody get his memories back, kind of not get his memories back, but start to question why did he do this? And you start to realize after, oh, damn it, you start to realize at this point that in their mind, they think Order 66 was their own fault, and they don't realize that they were programmed into it. So it's kind of like if you left the house and someone had this thing inserted in your brain to force you to do something, and then right after it ends, your memory comes back and you now control again. So then you have to wonder, why did you do this? And so it basically gets even sadder when you think about it more, which we'll do now, which is that the clones so now have to now all just believe the Jedi don't know about the Order 66 for a while either, so they just thought whoever survived thought the clones just betrayed them. But what gets sadder is when you think about it now is the clones don't know why they did this either. So the clones have now in their mind just decided to betray the Jedi, and they don't know why they decided this. So every clone thinks they've just decided to betray the people they fought beside for years and their friends. And so the clones don't even know why they did this, because as soon as those things happen, their brains turn back on. And so there's just in their mind is that we just killed all our friends. We just shot our friends in the head. Why? Why did we decide to do this? So like there is like a moral question which is being explored in Bad Batch, but it's more exploring people who had the inhibitor chip ripped out, so they didn't happen to them. It's more exploring people who were meant to turn evil, but they took it out, so they had the free will, so they didn't do it. But I would love to Star Wars to explore more, which they haven't explored, in my opinion, well enough. Is it kind of gets explored very briefly. Episode for of Commander Cody questioning why did we do this? Are we in the right here? And then he deserted. It's like it's not like the starting of this question, but season 3 of the Bad Batch focuses more on the why of like the impact of your brain just betraying you without you knowing, and that's a really interesting concept. And something I would love to see explored more, because it is like the consequences of Order 66 is huge in Star Wars and is regularly explored how it happened and the consequences of it is regularly explored. But what's not explored is how did the clones respond to this. Now we've got some Commander Cody. I would love to see more of him. And kind kind of see him grapple with this and figure out if he can. And then Commander Cody later realize what happened, or he won't, and he'll be like, "No, I chose this." And just imagine Rex having to explain to Commander Cody that this wasn't your choice, and Cody spent at this point, I think it's years, believing he chose this, and you have to try and convince yourself that no, this I didn't pick this. No matter how they do it, if they as long as they do it well, it'll be a really interesting story because it's just exploring free will and what happens when you don't have it, and it's a really interesting moral philosophy is are you who you are because of free will, and if you lose your free will, are you still human? And like they are clones, but are they still actual beings if they don't have free will, which they didn't have anymore? And so really, that's a really interesting way of exploring free will. Something that I would really like as a character, but I haven't really read as much about him as I want to because I haven't. But a character I love the concept of is Ben Riley. So Ben Riley is a clone of Peter Parker. So basically, how I would make this, if I was ever given any Marvel movie I wanted to make, I'd ask for Ben Riley. But I would want to do it in the most interesting way. I would just call the movie. That's the problem is you have to. The ideal way of doing it. I don't know how you'd market it. So I want the first like 10, 15 minutes to be a classic Spider-Man. Starts with him fighting a villain like Doctor Ock or Green Goblin. Doesn't really matter. Say the Vulture for now. He fights the Vulture down, and all. It's a fun. He has fun Spider-Man quips. It's a really well done action scene. I would love to focus a bit more on practical effect for this one, but that's actually not important to the plot either. But I love practical effects when they're done well. They're just great. For me, nothing tops a great practical effect. But so he does this, then he goes on a date with Mary Jane. There's nothing going wrong here, damn it. It's just them having some fun together, and it feels like a normal Spider-Man movie. And then he goes to hang out with Aunt May, rings the doorbell, and we hear the same voice saying, "I'll get it!" And it's the same voice as Ben Riley, and it's a bit weird, being like, "Oh, that sounds a lot like me." And then Peter Parker opens the door, and then you see, for the first time, the clone. You see the first time Peter Parker, and then we reveal one of them is a clone, and then we learn that the way we've been calling it as a clone. And then we explore that, which is, what do you do? It's kind of like the moral idea of what do you do when you realize everything that you have isn't yours. And it's like he still has these memories, he still has these thoughts, and he still has this love for Aunt May, for Mary Jane, and everyone in his life. But now these aren't his relationships anymore. And he has to find his own way and his own identity, and everything he has isn't his. It's like it's so hard not acting on your emotions and your memories, and like the idea of exploring who are you if everything you are isn't you. And so like it'd be a very interesting movie to do. So you can have the idea I would do would be you'd have him pretty much only be Scarlet Spider, and he stops being a person, starts being like a crime fighter only, and has like no moment to himself, and like he slowly like joins the superhero team and slowly starts making relationships with the mask on and slowly becomes a person again. And so basically about this person learning to be a person again and learning to let go basically of everyone he used to love, and it's a really deep moral movie. It'll be a very deep superhero movie just about this person who's forced to move on from every relationship he has, and it'd be a weird little movie, but it'd be a darker one. It'd be one of the ones I'd love to do. I'd love to obviously do Howard the Duck at some point. I would love Angel to get his own movie. He's just great. I still think the best thing X-Men 3, I think, well, as its flaws, I think Angel cutting off his wings is some of the best poetry X-Men movies have ever done. Like, he literally, the Angel's cutting off his wings. It's just like an amazing idea of just oh yeah. He's literally oh yeah, this Angel's cutting his wings off. Just to think about, I just love. And I know Angel didn't get much to do outside that scene, in my opinion, but just that scene alone was amazing. But yeah, X-Men are really cool characters who I think really should be used, should pivot more again now, because the X-Men basically pivot to represent whatever major struggle is around. So for a while for originally it was like I think it was originally black rights, and then it changed towards gay. So I like the idea that X-Men, kind of pivot themselves, like their morals, to whatever minority group they is like everyone's talking about now. Which is why I think that it really works really well, is because I think it works really well, and also Sally's very realistic that people hate someone who's just different than them. But also like the idea that X-Men are basically also in the X-Men universe, you cannot police the X-Men, obviously, because what do you do when everyone can be and is a nuke, basically? And so it's this weird idea of exploring everyone around you can and is a dangerous weapon, which I think is just cool. But yeah, we're trying to take our mind off this game a little bit here, basically, so I'm pitching these ideas. But yeah, no, a movie I really like, and I've talked about it in the stream many times, is so about Pixels. Pixels is, everyone says it, it is a terrible, terrible movie. I don't think it gets enough credit for how bad it is. Because every decision that movie could make, it makes the wrong one. And like, I don't know how it manages to never make the right call ever. And like, that needs to be awarded for it. For how it can screw up every possible chance it gets. I think is really, really interesting. Because like, it opens in this like video game like playing these video games, this convention. It's then classic friends stuff. And I think that's actually don't think it's enough love, but honestly, I think the opening part of like them playing the video game thing and him cheating is a really fun idea. It's like, oh yeah, he lost because he cheated. I think it's pretty fun, but I think if you're gonna do like that, oh he cheated thing, you gotta make it a video game. Oh, oh. I do think though, you gotta make a video game where there was actual cheat codes in. Because I don't know how even that'd be pretty fun. That's something I think would be more interesting. That's a little small minor problem there. Then it moves like to modern day and like Adam Sandler's just doing nothing. I think it'd be more fun if he was. I like the idea he's in the Geek Squad, he's doing nothing, but I think he should have been a field streamer. Like maybe keep him in the Geek Nerd Squad thing, but I would still make him like a field streamer. Like he's really good at these video games. So he's been trying to do this his whole life still, and this is still all he cares about. So I would have had that be the parallel, but I guess not back in 2012. That's not a big thing anymore. Maybe a YouTuber at that point, but then yeah, just doing a little how I'd fix parts of the movie, as well as telling why I don't like it. But then like he starts like then just do like the White House and Kevin James guys the White House, and they keep making jokes about him being dyslexic and not being able to read, which I really don't like. And I mean, yeah, it's really annoying that they keep making those jokes constantly. I mean, constant jokes. I'm like, oh. So I do like the idea of the video game guys being important, but what annoys me is how they make them important. The first one is Space Invaders, which honestly, it looks great. Like people don't give Pixels enough credit for how good it actually visually looks, because that looks like a real world recreation of Space Invaders, and it just looks great. Like all the army people aren't doing well, and then Josh Gad and Adam Sandler take the guns and they start doing well, and like they are saving the day. And it's a fun scene, but personally, I don't think it works because they're not military guys. And it's like the idea that like, you're a video game person, you can control. It's always a problem with every video game adaptation in my mind. Is like when you want people who are like really good at video games, like them to have real life skills, but it's never like correlated to video games. Because how would you, from playing Space Invaders, be good at shooting guns? Never really made sense to me in that movie. Because like yes, they're really good at the video game, they know the patterns, and this can false the patterns. But how can they get the guns? They should have been like advisors in that scene. It should have been like them trying to explain the pattern. Like they're going there. It should have been like this more, it could have been so much more chaotic and so much more pressure to it, and so much more comedy in it if they had just been advising, like trying to tell them, no, shoot over there, shoot over there, and like not taking the gun, like taking the guns would be really funny if they took the guns and all like I'll shoot it, and then just kept missing or like kept dropping the guns because of the pressure of the guns. I think that scene could be a lot more fun. Like I think it'd be more fun if you tried to combine the military people and also the video game experts, and like every time you have them, it's the same sort of thing where like the experts are drivers, which again doesn't really work for me because how would you become an expert driver just by Pac-Man that has no ability to the game? Like playing Pac-Man wouldn't make you an expert driver because those are not skills that are parallel or adaptory or relevant. It's like I don't get how that one works either. Like how does playing Pac-Man make you an expert driver? It's another thing that the movie never really explains. Like how would me playing Pac-Man make me a better driver? Or even make me able to drive, like driver. Like it's a fun. That's my problem with Pixels. Visually speaking, it's great, but every like plot decision doesn't work, and like it just doesn't make logical sense why everyone can do what they can do in that movie. Like it's a fun idea, and like it's a great short film. Doesn't really have any logic. It's just a visual short film. It's adapted from. It's just you see the visuals that aliens taking over using video games, but like I don't know. It's one of those weird ones where it's like they shouldn't be so good at the games just because of this playing video games. Like obviously, my pitch here isn't that much better because I haven't sat and thought about it. But I bet if I sat and thought about the pixels, I could make a much better movie. Like it's just a cool concept. And I like to watch pixels because of how bad it is, to be honest. And it just kind of makes my brain not work. And if I'm really stressed or anything, I turn on like some like pixels on. So I like to think if you put I like putting on really bad movies. My brain's not working, and then just because in my mind that like turns my brain off more, makes me feel a little more annoyed, makes me less stressed. Cause like oh this is happening. But yeah, Adam Sandler. Just what a weird man. Also, what really annoys me with Sandler is how little effort he puts into his fashion. He goes like out, like the ceremonies and like goes to press and stuff. He's like wearing shorts and t-shirt, and the girls always get so dressed up, and it's just so double standard. I'm trying to get my headphone connected so I can. Basically, at some point soon, I'll be getting a string with someone else and trying to get one of my headphones working as well. It's the camera now because I'm trying to get the headphones working so then when we are streaming later, which we'll be doing at some point soon enough. Soon enough. Just trying to get a headphone working to my phone so I can podcast with them soon enough. Yes, we just when Minesweeper still, which as you can see, is not working well. Try this connect, taking ages. Let's see if this starts working now. Okay, there we go. It is connected, so that's good. Press the wrong button again. I'm being so violent, I've lost focus again. I lost track of my puppet again. I was using the puppet for ages, now I lost track of it. I hate Minesweeper so much. I really want to leave it. I hope nobody ends up watching this stream in life. That's not a bad start actually, that gives us something to go with. So the other issues I can't fucking read. You don't even let me play anymore. It's broken.